LeBron James compares the NBA from 20 years ago to now using his Nike shoe tech. LeBron James has been in the NBA long enough to see it change comprehensively, having been drafted in 2003, which was before a lot of today's players even started walking properly. Style and physicality, of course, are the major differences, but what goes along with it are the shoes. And LeBron, with his experience, knows exactly what has changed. James, a Nike athlete, will get his latest line of shoes, the LeBron 23, about which he spoke in a recent interview with GQ. It's designed by the company to, quite simply, honor the Forever King, who's set to play his 23rd NBA season at the age of 40 in a few weeks' time. The LeBron 23s are designed keeping the current era of basketball in mind, but one cannot help but wonder how much shoes have changed. Funnily enough, when the NBA was supposedly at its physicality peak in the 1980s, stars wore Converse All-Stars, which barely provided any protection. The game softened thereafter, became more technical, and the shoes changed along with it. Today, the players need speed, comfort, and protection, all at the same time. 20 years ago, there was a lot more physicality. The game was a lot slower. If you remember, shoes were a lot heavier as well, the Los Angeles Lakers legend said. Players back in the day didn't have many options when it came to basketball shoes. Brands like Nike, Reebok, Converse, and Adidas existed, but customization was limited, and the technology wasn't advanced enough to fully support the fast-changing game. Players mostly wore whatever their brand gave them, and features like cushioning, lightweight materials, and injury prevention weren't common. Today, that's not a problem anymore. Now it's way more up-tempo. The game is faster. Possessions are quicker. So you want to try, as you get a little bit older, to get a little bit lighter. And with technology, we've been able to do that, James continued. Talking about his latest Nike shoes, James explained that being 6'9" means he needs protection on the floor, while also having shoes light enough to glide into the air and dunk. So with the outsole, the midsole, the lockdown suspension, we have to lock the shoe into where I can be on the floor, running at the pace that I run, jumping the way I jump, and still feel protected at whatever position I'm playing. Set to release worldwide and at select retail outlets on October 3rd, the LeBron 23s have all the potential to become a bestseller. Not just because it's associated with the four-time NBA champ, but because the tech is top tier. A full-length Zoom X drop-in midsole will provide an energy return, which is great for players looking to emulate LeBron's explosive style of play. The crown containment system offers stability, and the shoes are designed to be light, with a soft lining. It was a rare afternoon when LeBron James, the face of the NBA for 2 decades, sat comfortably in a Nike innovation lab, surrounded by sneakers that told his story. On the table in front of him rested a pair of his very first Nike Zoom Generation shoes from 2003, still sleek but showing their age, and beside them, the futuristic LeBron 22s, infused with Nike's latest cushioning, smart sensors, and biomechanical feedback systems. He leaned back, gazing at both pairs as though they were time machines. 20 years, he began, his voice calm but carrying the weight of history. When I came into the league, the NBA was a battlefield. The shoes were built for toughness, just like the game. Now, the game has evolved. The shoes have evolved. And the way the two connect tells the whole story. The 2003 battleground. LeBron recalls his rookie season. The league was full of bruises, guys like Shaquille O'Neal dominating the paint, Allen Iverson weaving through traffic, and Kobe Bryant playing with unmatched ferocity. Every possession was physical. My first Nike Zoom Generation was like armor, LeBron said, holding up the pair with a nostalgic grin. It was about protection, stability, surviving the bumps and elbows. The NBA back then demanded that. You'd get hit every night, and your shoes had to take that punishment with you. The sneaker was built heavy, firm, and durable, reflecting the slower, grinded-out style of basketball. Offenses were often half-court sets, defenses hand-checked relentlessly, and the pace of play was far from today's lightning speed. Back then, LeBron added, you didn't just need shoes to help you jump. You needed shoes to help you endure. The modern speed game. He then reached for his latest Nike LeBron 22s, sleek and futuristic, with cushioning that almost seemed alive. These shoes, embedded with sensors, tracked impact forces, lateral movement, and even gave players feedback on how to prevent injury. The game now is all about speed, spacing, shooting, LeBron explained. Players fly up and down the court, jack threes from 30 feet, and cover more ground than ever before. Shoes had to change to keep up with that. Indeed, modern NBA basketball is faster, more analytical, and less dependent on bruising physicality. The three-point revolution, led by players like Stephen Curry, transformed the court into a wide-open runway. Load management, sports science, and data-driven strategies redefined how athletes preserve themselves. LeBron tapped the sleek cushioning system of the 22s. These shoes literally learn your game. They respond to pressure, shift with your movement, and reduce impact on your knees. 20 years ago, nobody even dreamed of that. Shoes as a mirror of evolution. For LeBron, comparing the shoes wasn't just about tech. It was about telling the NBA's story. 2003 shoes equal survival, hard shells, ankle lockdown, built to absorb punishment. The shoes were heavy because the game was heavy. 2023 shoes equals performance optimization, lightweight, energy returning, filled with data sensors. The shoes are fast because the game is fast. The technology in these shoes mirrors the league itself, LeBron said. Back then, toughness defined you. Now, efficiency, skill, and adaptability define you. The shoes tell that story better than any stat sheet. Personal evolution through tech. LeBron himself is the ultimate case study. When he entered the league, he was a physical prodigy, 6 feet 8 inches, 240 pounds of unstoppable force. He barreled into defenders, absorbed hits, and powered through contact. His early shoes reflected that brute strength. But as he aged, the NBA evolved. He had to extend his range, sharpen his passing vision even further, and learn to manage his body. His shoes became lighter, more adaptive, built not just for collisions but for longevity. These kicks right here, he said, pointing to the latest pair, are the reason I'm still playing at a high level in year 22. The tech helps me recover faster, keeps me safe, and matches how the game has changed. I'm not just a bulldozer anymore. I'm more like a chess player who still runs the board. The symbolism of cushioning. LeBron chuckled as he compared cushioning from then and now. In my first shoes, the cushioning was like a pillow stuffed inside concrete. It was there, but man, it didn't feel like this. He pressed on the modern sole, watching it spring back instantly. Now, it's like running on clouds with rockets attached. The evolution of cushioning became a metaphor. In 2003, players needed toughness to grind through games that sometimes felt like wars. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share. Till next time.